kitchen. Thank you for joining me, and today's recipe is from my 4 Seasons Ninja Foodie cookbook, and in there you'll find the full list of ingredients. And if you need any of the equipment that I use during the recipe, then just go over to my website and it'll be linked on my accessories page for you. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button for me, and if you're new to Susannah's Kitchen, then subscribe to my channel for new weekly content. I'd love to see some of your creations, so don't forget to add them to my Facebook group and tag me in on my social media platforms. The links are all down below in my description. So I think we've got everything covered. Let's start cooking. I'm just melting my butter in the bottom of my Ninja pot. I'm gonna add a tiny little splash of olive oil as well in there. Give that a little stir. I'm going to begin by just softening my onion to start with before I put my mushrooms in. Season those with some salt, and that's going to help soften those down as well. I've now added my mushrooms, which I've sliced. So I've got this on a medium heat, and I want to add now some black pepper to those mushrooms. I'm now going to crush in my garlic, because I've done this last. I don't want to do this for too long, cook this for too long, because it can burn. So you just have to be careful of that. Give that a nice stir through. As you can imagine, this is smelling very, very nice indeed. I'm going to add in my plain flour. And let's give that a good stir there. I like to take this off the heat because there's still going to be some remaining heat now in the pot. I will put it back on the heat, but just for now, just want to cook off that flour. You can see everything's kind of gone what I call fluffy in the pot, which means it's really well coated with that flour, and that's going to act as a thickener for us. And that's when we pour in our stock. I'm using chicken stock because it's a chicken pie. Well, it will be a chicken pie. There's no chicken in sight at the moment. But that's now going to start to really thicken that stock and make a beautiful base for us. Remember, we are off the heat, but as I said, there is heat in the pot. I always add this in first, just to make sure that we've got no sort of floury lumps or anything going on that shouldn't be there. But that is looking really, really tasty. I'm going to add in my sprigs of thyme. Obviously, we're going to remove those later on. If you haven't got fresh thyme like this, then just use some dried thyme. Now, to make this beautifully creamy and thick, we have got creme fraiche. And that's going to taste so nice in here. Look how that has changed. What a gorgeous pie filling this is going to be. So remember, we've still got our cooked chicken to go in. And I'm going to be adding some whole grain mustard, and I like a little hint of nutmeg as well in here. So I add just a pinch of nutmeg. Doesn't need to be very much. And then 2 teaspoons, quite generous teaspoons, of whole grain mustard. And I like using whole grain because basically you see those little grains, those little flecks through your sauce. And I think that really does make it just that bit nicer, a bit more indulgent. But if you haven't got it, you know, as long as you put some mustard in, it's still going to give you that lovely flavour. Now, I would taste this at this stage and just see if you feel like it needs any additional seasoning. Obviously, we have put salt and pepper in there already. But yeah, just give it a little taste and you will see if that is then to your liking. So I'm going to add all of my chicken in. It is quite a lot. It's going to make a really nice big pie. Now, if your sauce isn't thick enough, just put that on the heat and thicken that a little bit more. The heat is what is going to thicken this easily for us if we need it. When you're happy with it, leave it to cool and then you can put it into your pie case. You don't want to put it into your pie case warm. We're going to be blind baking our pie just to make sure we don't get a soggy bottom. And then we'll put the filling in, put the top on, and it really is as easy as that. So now I'm moving on to making the pastry for my pie. And this is a short crust pastry. So in the bottom there, I've got my flour. Then I have grated in my cold butter and I've added some salt. So now we just want to combine this all together. So I use my fingers and my thumbs and I just rub that back and forth. By grating it, it just makes it, finer and a little bit easier to get that mixed in. And it's a nice, quick and easy way of getting that into the flour. We're going to use some water to bring this together, and then we will be able to roll this out and line our tin. We're going to be using the bake function on the Ninja, and that will be for blind baking and also for baking the whole pie. You can see that is coming together really, really nicely. You're going to get kind of like a breadcrumby texture to it. And I think this is the quickest and easiest way to make your pastry. Right, so when you get to this point, you can now start adding some water. It's better to do a little bit at a time and just see how that is forming, whether it's starting to come together. You can use your hands to get in there, see if it is now coming together as a dough. If it's not, just keep adding a little bit more water until that is just the right consistency. You can tip all of this onto a floured work surface, or you can use one of these silicone mats like I choose to do so, and I get these from Amazon. There is a link on my website to all the accessories that I use for my Ninja Foodie. So this is still maybe a little dry, so I just want to see how that is coming together, and if it is, sometimes it's a little bit deceiving, so I tend to like to do this and then I can still add a little bit of water to it as I need to. And then you will get to this stage where I think this is just right. So my dough is holding together. It's not too dry, but it's not too wet either. And when it gets to this stage, we will be able to roll that out. Okay, so the way that I roll out my pastry is I use a sheet of cling film. I cover my pastry and then I roll it out, and then that way I can flip it over into my tin, and then I just patch up the edges as needed, as you can see here. There you go. So some bits are perfectly smooth and then other bits just needed patching up a little bit, but that's absolutely fine. I'm using a spring-form tin. I've lined the bottom just to help me get it off of the base, although, with this it's got a high butter content, high fat content, so it should be absolutely fine. But what I want to do now is I want to blind bake this. So I get a sheet of parchment. And we just want to weigh it down on the inside, just so that it doesn't puff up and we keep our nice shape of our pastry case. So just like this. And then I'm going to fill that with my baking beans. There you go, just tip in the baking beans, spread those out, and that's going to work perfectly. I'm going to get that on my Ninja rack. There we go. So that's going to sit on the low position. Just going to trim a little bit of this parchment off. A little bit excessive. We don't need all of that hanging in the way. So I've got the pie filling all in, and that is a really full pie, which is perfect. I've got a beaten egg, and I'm just going to egg wash the top of the edge of the pastry, and that's just going to help me to get our lid to stick. I think I just about got the quantities just right on this, because that is super full. That's what you want. There's nothing worse than when you buy a pie in the supermarket and it's got no filling. Nothing worse. So pastry going on the top. So I'm just going to seal that onto that edge that we've got in there. And then I'm going to cut off the excess. Just going to insert my knife just to make a couple of little slit holes just to release any steam. And now let's egg wash the top, and that is then going to go back in to bake until this pastry is so golden. The inside will be bubbling, and then we'll be ready to serve up our beautiful pie. So I've just served up a slice of my chicken and mushroom pie. Served it with some chips and peas. Look at that gorgeous filling just spilling out there. Really nice flaky pastry and definitely no soggy bottom here. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and let me know if you give this a try. To purchase any of my cookbooks with delicious recipes just like this one, please visit my website www.susannaskitchen.uk.